I'm Joy.
I'm Emma Kay.
And we're the Carolina Stitchers, coming at you on March 2nd. Sunday, March 2nd.
March.
Welcome to March. It's an important month around here. We have a grandbaby birthday. We have a daughter birthday.
Mm-hmm.
The Ides of March
Friends
are
okay. St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, there we go.
We've got friends' birthdays.
We do.
Mm-hmm.
What did we do this week, Emma? Emma came over one day.
Yes, I did.
She
worked from here.
We had hamburgers.
They were delicious. It was like a Thai chili burger. It was very good.
Mm-hmm. Took advantage of Joanne's sad news.
I know. I was so sad when they announced that all the stores were closing. There was a little bit of hope when they were like, oh, however many are staying
ours
open.
was off that list.
Yeah. And then I was like, nope.
Because now we won't have any craft store
in Somerville at all.
Yep. In our town. They're all in North Charleston or Charleston.
But I did take advantage while I could of getting some.
I was trying to think of all the stores,
supplies.
all the craft stores that have went by.
AC Moore. But I was little. I don't really remember that one.
Hamricks, I think, was the name of there was a fabric store a long time ago. It was in the corner of that same shopping center that we had, AC Moore.
Oh, okay. So I
used to be over there. Yeah, you were little. So that is sad.
Mm-hmm.
Emma bought some fabric.
I did.
We got some complete sets of DMC.
Yes, so it was the day after they announced they're closing all the stores. After work, my husband Sophia and I went to Joann's, and we each just got one scan for my mom and myself of each floss. So it was like 400 something total, like floss scans. It was a lot.
They were 40 cents each, but I mean it still added up.
Yeah.
My total was a lot.
Yeah.
I know yours was a lot,
but
because
we're stocking up.
We are stocked up. But now I think I need more plastic cases.
Oh, I thought you were going to say more DMC.
No way. Can you hand me that plastic case and I'll just show them on Amazon? I get these double-sided cases for my DMC.
I've seen that Hobby Lobby too, which I might
So they open on both sides, and that's how I store. Which, see, I have some openings.
Woo!
Which is good because I have how many skeins to bobbinate?
It's like 480 something.
But I think I have 2 of these right now, so I think I'm going to get 2 more. And ever how many? I use the cardboard.
Yeah.
I've just used that since I started stitching.
See, I bought the bobbins to roll, but I need to get some cases.
Yeah. So we did that.
Mm-hmm.
What else? You went to Marshall's?
I did. They were supposed to, I saw on Instagram they had these cute mommy and me dresses at
I feel
Marshall's.
like Emma keeps trying. She keeps trying to sneak off, but
no, just kidding.
We'll chase her down.
But they had really cute mommy and me outfit, just little white dresses with some colorful trim at Marshall's. I saw it on Instagram, and so we went yesterday, and they were out of my size and Sophia's size. So we were like, well, we tried.
Too bad they didn't have our size.
I know. Mimi, Mama, and baby outfits.
There you go. Or just me and you.
Hey,
Sophia's like, what is wrong with these ladies?
But I'll try on mine. We'll see what
was it. It felt rather boring.
It was a very standard week, I think.
It's my husband's last official week as active duty.
After 30-something years, that's...
So that was done. And other than that, finished Scamanda. Did you finish it? I felt like the end wasn't as good as the...
No, like the leading up to it. But I think because we kind of know how it ended anyway. But that was crazy.
Watched that. I heard about the new Ruby Frank one, but I haven't watched that.
I watched that one. That one's so sad.
Yeah, I can't really watch things that are
sad.
No, that involve hurting children or dogs or cats, any animals.
Yeah,
like I'm out of there. We just have dogs. So. What else?
I did watch. There was one on Netflix. It was similar to Scamanda, but not as much. It was like I think it's called Apple Cider Vinegar.
I tried that one,
but I didn't watch the series. I watched the documentary that it was based off of. Which
I couldn't because it's like a docudrama, or it's not the real people. Whereas Scamanda they were the real people. Yeah. Oh, I did watch the Karen Reed The Motions trial.
Oh, I didn't watch that.
So that was pretty juicy. They're gonna have 3 not trials, but 3 court dates next week because they want to dismiss the trial again, but they've got the judge they've had the whole time would decide, and there's no way in heck she's gonna dismiss the trial.
Yeah.
even though all of the evidence it's been askew.
Yeah.
And so I would listen to a podcast Saturday on YouTube. You know, a lot of the true crime we didn't have an earthquake. A lot of the true crime podcasters talk about the different trials going on. And so they were interviewing a former sheriff from North Carolina.
Oh.
So that was so fun just to listen to, because accents are different everywhere you go. So it was just fun. It felt like home. So that was fun.
I'll have to listen to that. I'll have to catch up on everything that happened with that trial.
Yep. We have, my eldest is moving, not to South Carolina, but very close.
Yes.
In another week or so. So we're super excited about having another grandbaby closer that we can get to. So that'll be fun. And I don't think I did anything else. I think we were super boring. This week, hair appointment, Wednesday. So Emma will be here again on Wednesday, right?
Yep.
And maybe Friday, you said?
Yep. I'll have to see. I need to look through my work calendar and see when my meetings are crazy. Yeah. So I think Wednesday for sure. And then
whenever.
Friday. Oh, yeah, Friday, because we're going to start a little gym, hopefully.
Oh, that's
we got to sign up
fun.
with that. Because that's
Girls
super
love
close to their
gym.
house. So
yeah.
Be easy drive.
So yeah, if Emma has meetings, she works from home. So she'll come over, so we get to play with Miss Sophia and have a good old time. But I felt like I stitched a lot this week.
I've got 2 whips.
Oh, well. You want to get going on your whip, Emma?
Let me go. Did I bring them is the question.
Ooh,
just kidding, I did.
Okay, good.
So
what'd you think we were doing today, Emma?
I don't know, partying with Sophie.
Yeah.
So this is a whip I adopted. It was on the freebie table at StitchCon like 2 years ago. And it is Spring Quilts by the Cricket Collection. The pattern is from 1991, so I'm not sure when the whip was started. I'm not going to show the actual pattern.
But it says compliments of...
So the pattern's older than I am.
On the freebie table, it looks like somebody was eating while they put it on.
Well, it was pinned onto this. I still have the safety pin, because it was... So when I first picked it up, one of the baskets was done. All of this outline was done, and about, I'd say 3/4 of the way filled in, and 2 tulips were done. And so I just did the called for, including what they did, and finished it up. All I have left to do is this border. But I thought it was funny. I didn't notice this till I finished all the flowers on the outside. I stitch opposite of the way that the person that did this. Yep. So when I stitch, I do top left to bottom right, and then top right to bottom left, and they stitch it opposite.
Well, you could have just changed your orientation.
I should have, but I didn't notice it after it was done. So I was like, well, that's a funny story.
I almost hit you with that.
You can't really tell. It's this corner, I think.
I probably need my reading glasses to tell anyway, but...
And I did all the called for, including the notes they made, like for this, for the brown, instead of 3,390, they did 3,790. But I don't know if it's just because the whip maybe was sitting out longer, because I felt like some of the coloring, like on the green, you could see it in person, looks really lighter. But it's all the same called for. But I thought it was a cute little springtime.
I can't believe they put it on the... I remember when you found it, but I just couldn't believe they did that.
It was so much stitching, but it is almost finished and will be put to good use.
I love the lavender. I like lavender.
Especially
as a little
for
girl,
spring.
that was my favorite color. Purple. Maybe it's an 80s thing. I loved it.
This next one is the Artsy Housewives. Yes, please. Gorgeous. And I finished filling in the black on the crow. Except for the tail, because I'm going to do the teacup or the coffee cup before I do the tail. And then some of the beak. So not a whole, well, I mean, it was a good chunk. Maybe like a fourth of him. And then his beak and part of his beak and his wing. And so this week I'll try to do the coffee cup, at least the outline.
I love that.
And fill it in some.
DMC?
Yes. This is Weeks Dye Works. I'm doing some Weeks Dye Works except for, so all the called for except for Forest Glade and Wood Smoke on the Weeks Dye Works. I'm doing DMC.
I use Weeks and Classic, but I just feel like with Weeks I don't get the same coverage. I feel like Classic is puffier.
No, yeah.
So,
but those are my
well, you did great, Emma.
I tried.
Let's see, I'm going to start with, I picked this up yesterday again. I had the ears done. This is Penelope and Peep, Stitchin with the Housewives. But I'm going to get Emma to show you I changed, you know how I am. I changed all my colors, and I'm stitching this on Picture This Plus Dwarf. Do you want to show them what the...
This is the original.
So they had a dark bunny with pink ears. And they also, their leaves are dark green.
Yep.
And so I did the lighter green for the leaves, the dark for the tops of the carrots. And I totally changed the colors for the blue, the pink, the bunny. We have Eastern cottontails, and this is what our bunnies look like.
Oh, yeah.
First I thought maybe hers was a chocolate bunny, but then I was like, it's not because it has whiskers. And chocolate bunnies
don't
usually have whiskers. So I think it was just a darker bunny. So I did light, but I think it's super cute. And I did that while I was watching Duke basketball. I'm a big Duke University, goodness. Duke University fan. And you know, basketball is usually our thing.
Yeah.
So I watched that and stitched Penelope and Peep.
Cute.
So
I love the color changes.
I had finished one on my WIPGO and just out of the blue decided to pick this back up. And this is Little House Needleworks. Needleworker.
Oh, I think I have this pattern too.
I love this one. You know, I wanted to stitch a bunch to put...
Like throughout the craft room?
Yeah. And so far I have one. But I'm stitching this on L. And this is where I'm at.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's a lot bigger than it looks.
And I'm not sure. It's on 28 count. Picture This Plus L. And I'm not sure if I'm using the called for because, well, you know how I can be. If I don't have it, it's usually not going to stop me from stitching it. And this is a needle minder that we got at StitchCon from Stitchy Fix Girls. And they have their own FlossTube as well. I'll put them, in fact, I will link them below. So I started that. This is a goal to finish this week. This is a Stitching with the Housewives Welcome Home Spring. It's hard to get the whole thing.
That's cute. Oh, I remember you working on this.
And I do have this finishing piece, this basket. And it's just waiting for it. So I bought that as a... No, I didn't buy this as a kit. This was left over from the sayings of the season. I'm stitching this on Picture This Plus Shadow Ada. It's my favorite chalkboard type fabric. And I'm not sure I've changed anything, but I would love to finish it. The house is the bulk. Well, no, that's not true. I mean, the house is thick, but look at the home.
Oh, the lettering?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I'll finish it this week, but I'd like to give it a try.
I bet you could.
We'll see. If it's not this week, it'll be this month because I want all of my spring stuff. Like after this month, I'm not stitching any more spring. And then, you know, I went back and forth on which Halloween I wanted to start. And I decided that I would start Glendon Place Ghoul School.
I love this one.
You can see the title, Ghoul School. And I'm stitching it with all the called fors and on the called for fabric, which is Picture This Plus Cauldron. Only difference, they used a linen and I'm using a Lugano. And look how pretty it is.
Oh, especially on that fabric. That's a little walkway.
Yeah, that's the
That's
walkway.
so cute.
So this is going to be where the brooms are parked. This will be a sign. And this is where the house starts. And you know what? It's not all the called for because I was missing one of the DMCs. And so I just chose another that was close enough. And now I probably have the DMC. But that's okay. I'm not changing it. Because I think it looks great. But this is all in DMC. And this little bit, can you guess how many DMCs I used?
1, 2, 3.
No!
I don't know, like 7?
16.
What?
16.
That's a ton.
Because she uses DMC, so all of her shading is
all
the different.
Yeah. Holy
that
moly.
is 16.
But it looks amazing. So yeah, they use a lot of DMC, but the Glendon Place patterns really are. I need to stitch them.
So you can see, I'll show you again so you can see where I'm at. Right here. Did the walkway, This and just one little teeny stretch of that. I fell in love with it.
It's beautiful. This makes me want to start one of my Glendon Place. I've got
You
so
gotta
many.
start it.
I need to.
And that's our Let's
So
GPS
beautiful.
together with Missy.
I'm gonna try to join that this week.
Do it.
When Sophia goes to bed, I will look through all my
I
Pandas.
think that's it for my whips because I had 2 finishes.
I love it.
How about your whip go?
Yes.
For February?
So I believe it was 9 and 24 were called. 9 for me was the Mausoleum of Julia Legree by the Little Stitcher. Well, the Haunted Mausoleum.
And
I finished that one last week. I think so. I looked it up from a podcast from someone
what's
from
your haunted
Edisto.
saying?
Oh, I agree that the
there
story
you
of
go.
Julia Legree.
You know, it's so
scary.
funny. Dad was at the grocery store the other day and I needed 3 things.
Mm-hmm.
And so, what was it? It was pecans. Something started with the A and something started
Apples.
with the W. Because in my mind, I was like, I just need these 3 things. But in my mind, I immediately knew it spelled Paul.
Aww.
P-A-W. Because then he called and he was like, what are the other things? And I said, well, I know it's this and this because it spells Paul. And he was like, what does Paul have to do with anything?
It's how your brain
Right.
remembers it.
Isn't
Yeah.
that so funny?
No, I do the same thing. That got me through studying in high school for
Now
sure.
I can't remember what those 2 things stood for.
Apples
but I remember
and watermelon.
Paul.
So this was a number 24. Yes, this was. I printed it off before my printer was cleaned and whatnot. I'm not reprinting it. And
the name of it is?
It's the Witchy Stitchers Spooky Summer.
That is adorable.
I might restart it because I didn't have all. I barely did a corner of it. It's only this, but I didn't have all the called for. But
That's
now
awesome.
I have all the called for.
So, it still looks awesome.
I do love it.
Yeah.
But
I wouldn't. No
you don't
way.
think I'll lose the pink, like in the pink fabric?
No way. Look how bright that shines.
That is true.
That's
Shine
awesome,
bright
Emma.
like a diamond.
You know, I am never going to.
Restart. Well, it's funny because I was going through and my reflections of Mexico. I don't think I like the fabric it's on now because I started
You're
it like
almost
3
done,
years
aren't
ago.
you?
No. I did a good bit of it, but
Oh, Emma, you've got to just stitch that up. You'll be fine.
I don't know if I like the fabric.
You'll be fine. You've not got enough
That's
time
the
in the
problem when I
world.
let my whips sit too long.
Yeah, no. There's just not enough time.
And then this one wasn't called because I already finished number 9. I picked one to stitch on. So this is another number on my
Silver
whip
Creek
board.
Samplers, Coastal Cola, Cross Stitch the Globe started this as well.
And I'm just using all the called for because you finished this. This was we stitched
January.
together on
This is
Mother's Day.
January's whip go for me.
Oh, so I'm not sure. This hasn't been called yet for me, but I figured I'd get a going on this one. So when it gets called again, hopefully I can get it finished.
Yeah.
So those are my 2 for whip go this month.
Okay, my 2 for February whip go I did finish. This is what I did most of the week because I was determined with this thing.
I cannot wait to see this
Let
one.
me see. This was a Mystery Sal by Fat Quarter Shop. And it is called, oh, here we go, Haunted Halloween. And this was just one of the print-offs I had. So it was just when 2 had been released. But it's still free on Fat Quarter Shop. I used the Classic Colorworks threads, but they do have it charted for DMC as well. And I'm stitching this on, I'm pretty sure this is, what did I say it was? Glacier? Maybe?
So.
Picture This Plus.
I just love the orange on that. It looks so
But I
good.
finished it.
I love that. Oh, I really like how you got the marbling of the fabric, like perfect there where it's more condensed, but still in the pattern.
How cute is that?
That's beautiful. That's awesome. That's a
And you know,
lot
at
of
first when you look
stitching.
at it, you see these. I think it's because everything she does is like quilt based, so it kind of reminds you of how a quilt would be laid out with different motifs.
Yeah.
Look at how thick that moon is.
That is
Don't count the
beautiful.
stitches because at one point I was off somewhere here and I was like, oh no. No.
Can't tell though.
We're just going to finish it up. So whip go for February. That was one of them and it's totally finished.
I love
so
that.
that's exciting. And this bag is, I don't know. It doesn't say.
I feel like it could be Dot Dot Goose from a while ago.
I think it's new though.
Oh. I don't know. I love that fabric.
I do too. So So I'm going to put that in I have a cabinet here with a drawer, and whenever they're empty, I put them in there because, you know, I would still like to do 55.
I'm going to get my...
For 55 for next year.
I was going to sew yesterday. I've got all the fabric cut for
cute
2
are
bags.
These guys?
We're going to make them. They're
I love
super
this.
cute.
Yep. And then the inside. So I'm just going to put these back in stash. Put that in there. And yeah. So that. Oh, and then my last one. This is a Dot Dot Goose bag. How cute is this? Because it's kind of quilty.
I love the quilting in it. That's super
I love
cute.
that. But I finished my laundry series.
Yay.
My last one was Hands-On Design Irony. And it says irony, the opposite of wrinkly.
Very true.
I still iron. Do you iron?
Lala does.
I love to iron.
I'll throw it in the dryer and pray the wrinkles come out.
Nope. I like to iron before I put it in my closet so that I know when I get it out. It's ironed. That's why I'm such a dumpster fire with my floss, because the rest of my life I'm so organized for everything, and so that's why I do this. That must be. This must be where I let loose.
Oh goodness.
Yeah.
The cross stitch.
So I finished it.
Cute. I love that. That looks amazing. I love the fabric you chose.
It's just a ivory. I'm pretty sure it was a Joann's. It's just a linen, but I think it might be 32 count. So I finished that. I'm just going to take them apart and hopefully get them all set. And I decided to leave this wash and fold.
Love it.
Because once again, I don't have time to unpick things, and you can't fold wet clothes, so can you?
No one will know. I would have just put wash, fold, dry. No one will know the difference.
But I would. It drives me crazy. So they're all done.
Yay!
I felt like this has been lingering just because I was so close. I didn't really put much, you know, I wouldn't say effort. I didn't put much
thought into doing
it. Because I knew like I could get it done. But I'm going to start soon. I should have grabbed it. I didn't. As a gift for Christmas, my daughter-in-law and son gave me her kitchen series.
Oh, yeah.
So I wanted to do one series at the time. So I have this one done. I want to do the kitchen. Oh, and then for Nashville, she's coming out with a craft room series.
I might need that one.
So there's that. But yeah, so those are my finishes, cross-stitch finishes for the week. And they were also my WIPGO.
I love it.
So yeah, we did that. I have some more finishes that I'm going to show. This is Miss Sophia's blanket that I finished last night, and I just have 2 tails to tuck in.
I love it.
So I just did a shell stitch, and then I just did single, and I went back and just put a little edge on it. And this is the Lion brand ice cream yarn. I can't remember the name of it. So yeah, Miss Sophia now has her blanket, and she's only 5 months old. So far I am 3 for 3.
Yay!
With the baby's blankets. I did start decorating for Easter.
So
and I put a few things out, so I thought I'd show you. I grabbed a couple of them. This is With Thy Needle and Thread, and it was in their Easter book. Do you remember the name of that Easter? It was like Easter Eggs Jubilee.
That sounds about right.
Something like that. So it's just a book of teeny stitches. And so I purchased this block at Michael's several years ago. They don't have them anymore. And they just had little sayings on them. So I thought that was cute. And it sits on a tier tray downstairs. I think this week I'll try to take some pictures and put them on Instagram for you guys. So I did that. And then I was going to get you to look this one up. Little House Needlework April Cottage. Because I have this out as well. This is one of the, I think it's Little House. It's not Country Cottage, is it? I don't know.
It does kind of look like it, but let's see.
It's either Little House or Country Cottage. And I finished it a few years ago, but I put it, it's on Picture This Plus Ren. I should say that for this too. This is on just a mushroom Lugana. But this is Picture This plus Ren, and I think...
Did you change the color of the house?
Yes, that's what I was going to show them. I put it out now, even though it's March, because it has the little bunny and the carrots. And so their March house is more St. Patrick's Day, and I don't decorate for St. Patrick's Day. Nothing against St. Patrick's Day. I'm just so into Easter. Mm-hmm. So with this, I always use the Velcro. So this is permanently attached to this frame. Just a little frame. I purchased it at Hobby Lobby, but it says 2008. So I bet you it's probably gone. So I'm able to just switch out my cottages every month. But I was going to get Emma to show you. Again, I love purple lavender. To me, it's so springy. But I'm going to get Emma to show you the cottage. They had a purple house, and it was a darker purple. They went with dark purple. And so I did more of a lavender and a white house. Because to me, that just matches all of my Easter.
It does seem more like your Easter decor.
So I grabbed those from downstairs to show you guys. So I love bringing those out every single year. And then, what do you want to do next? Emma, did you grab your WIPGO for March?
I did. I already showed it.
I thought it was your February.
Oh no, I thought we were showing March.
No, that's okay. Did you bring your February?
No, man.
No, that's okay. That's fine. Let me show my March, because I grabbed them. What were the numbers again?
9 and 24.
And on my Instagram, I have my bingo sheet. The first one, and this is Cricklewood. Maybe.
It looks like it because it's a bigger bag.
And I got it.
Or
It's an Easter bag, but I needed a big bag for this project. So my first pick for March is Clouds Factory U.S. Presidents.
I love this pattern.
And we've had, 1.5 presidents, because it's his second term since then. And what they do is every time there's an election, they give you a new pattern for the new president. Because I guess a lot of folks are like me and they're just not finishing it too quickly. So you'll see with this, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, there are 8 presidents, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on the second. Because they were making them even. Well, I knew when I started it that I was already going to be off. And now I've seen Lost Our Needles is doing this as well. And I noticed with her new pattern that they have them set up differently. Well, I had figured mine out. And so I had already planned accordingly to make mine fit. I'm stitching this on Picture This Plus Relic Lugana. I felt like this was a very kind of good for Americana type situations. And so this is where I'm starting. I haven't put any stitches in it for March yet. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 presidents. So mine will be different because of course I have to try to fit everybody on here, and I'm just going to stitch the presidents until I get to the end.
I love it.
And then whenever I end this project, whoever's president, that will be my last one. I'm hoping I would only be off maybe one because they also included a Statue of Liberty.
Oh, that you can add.
That you could add in.
Okay.
Maybe some fireworks. So these are the ones that I already have. And it's really easy because once you I do several at the time. Like I'll count across everybody that has black. When I have the black out, I'll use it. And then afterwards I go back and put their names and dates. So that was exciting. I don't plan to have a March finish on this like my other ones.
It'll be a lot of stitching.
I just have too many other things that I want to work on. But that was my first draw. And again, Clouds Factory. If you have not purchased from them before, their charts are so good. So complete. They're in color. You get so much information. It's not just the chart. So
yeah, I have the Fabulous Woman in History that I want to start. I just need to get fabric for it, like a good purple.
And I have the witch one.
Oh, I haven't seen the witch one.
Witchy, I don't know.
I'll have to look it up.
And then my second draw was again one I'm not going to finish this month. Glendon Place, eggs all around. Krynic, beads, all the fun things. I love Krynic. Let me show you the whole thing. Eggs all around. And one thing I enjoy when you order from her is that she signs it.
Oh, yeah. I've got a few.
Yeah.
Signed, yeah.
So I'm doing all the called for. This is on Picture This Plus Chrysalis Cashel Linen and DMC, Krynic, and Mill Hill. And remember last year, I did something fun with this. I love Longaberger. And so I have some vintage Longaberger that I've had since the 90s. And I do try to use them. And so I took an old sewing basket and I kitted this up in my sewing basket. It has a wooden lid.
Oh, yep, I do.
And so I put all of my accoutrement, Krynic, invisible thread for my beading, and these Emma gave me.
Zibbies.
And then I have these little containers that I get, I used to get at Joann's for the beads. So I have all that in there, which I like when I take this project downstairs and just have it sitting out. It doesn't look like a mess.
Just all the,
And this is the chrysalis, and this is what I'm starting with.
That's a big egg.
Isn't that a huge egg?
Yes. I love that fabric you chose. Is that the called for? Oh, it's beautiful.
Even though in there, it doesn't really look so...
Yeah, this looks more like you can see some of the
There's
white
a
with
green.
the light green, yeah. That just
Oh, the
looks
one
nice.
thing I changed, this right here is Spring Grass by Gentle Art. See all the difference, the variegation in that? The only spring grass I could find was like monotone.
Oh.
It was light and it was just one. And so I had someone recommend Threadworks to me. And this is it's hand dyed, 20 yards, so I only needed one. But look at that.
I love
Isn't that going to be a perfect match?
Very good variegation.
To this.
Oh, for sure.
So
that's awesome.
And like I said, I went to probably Stitchin Kitten, one of those stores. I love a good DMC. And these are the ones that were bobbinated. These were the ones I had to buy new. This won't last though.
Yeah.
They'll be like this. So I have these. I have my tacky, it's a sticky bob, I think, for the beads.
Oh,
if you put your beads in here.
I haven't stitched.
I used to
beading
bead
yet.
a lot with, you just open it, it's like this, but this is sticky. But not so, it doesn't leave a residue.
It just
so you
keeps
put
the
your
beads
beads in here, and that way they're not rolling all over the world.
I had no idea that was a thing. Learned something new. What in the world? That's really cool.
I think this company stopped, and there's another company that does it. Oh, I also was feeling cute that day.
Oh, that's adorable. I love
Isn't that funny? I was really into it. I think I was having more fun.
Beautiful, setting it up. That's part of
because
the fun
clearly
of it.
I stitched one egg and carried on.
That's a lot of stitching on one egg,
with
though.
my knife. But I'll show you the egg again. And you can see the Krynic. I won't bead until I'm done. So that's one egg. Let's see how many eggs there are. 9 big eggs. But you know what I think I'm going to start with next? I'm going to do this in between. I like to do, and then do those two. So I do not anticipate this to be a March finish.
You never know.
I might carry this into April too, though.
Oh, Easter's not till April 20th.
I still won't finish it though. I'm trying to with my WIPGO. Well, remember the beginning of the year when I went through all of the WIPs. Some that were super close to a finish, I finished. I had like 5 finishes right off the bat. And then after that, I went through the things I would like to either finish or really get some good work on. And so far, We've had 4 WIPGO calls, January, February, and I had 3 finishes. 3 of those I finished.
That's awesome.
So, I did that, and then I did bring my... Can I tell you, I almost woke up at 5:30 this morning?
You would have woken up earlier than I did. I didn't wake up till 6.
Well, I mean, I forced myself to sleep until 8:30,
Yeah.
but I woke up, like, wide awake at 5:30. I debated getting up.
You could have called me, texted me.
Wouldn't that be fun? But I was just afraid I'd be ready for bed by now.
Oh, yeah.
But I have my handy dandy. I just used this planner for my stitching, and I bought it on Amazon. And it is, I like it. And I tried to keep
academic
it. No, because it started with January.
Oh, okay. That's nice.
States and capitals. That could help us with our Jeopardy.
Yes.
Where's this? I'm like, I'm stitching. Hold on a second. But I try every month to write in the sides what I did for February. So I had 6 new starts. The family Sassy Strippers that are the Housewives. All-American Primrose. Penelope and Peep. Housewives. Welcome Spring. Housewives. School Glendon Place. So I started those 6 things. I finished 6 things. Both of the families. The haunted bike that was the Housewives. Irony. The haunted Halloween. And spring sayings.
You had a lot done. So, yeah.
And I think I worked on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 other whips. So I was thinking about that because, you know, next year I want to do the 55 because I turn 55 next year.
I don't believe that.
It's a true story. So I'd like to do the 55 and 55, and that seems like a lot, but it's February. We're through February, and I've already had 12 starts for this year.
Oh, yeah. I think you could easily do 55.
I think that might be cutting back. Because if I stayed on this one, that'd be what? 6 times 12, 72?
Yep.
So, I'm a starter. But I try to finish a lot of things, too.
Yeah.
So, anyway, that wraps up my February. And then what do we do? This is my... Let me show you my... That is my DMC haul.
Yep.
You want to hold that and I'll grab my receipt?
The cashier had hers in a thing to differentiate ours.
Yeah, no, his was different.
Yep.
So this is my own 400 and something. I also... Well, I would say it's probably not quite full because if they were out of one...
They were out of some, so I
couple.
just got one of each of what they had for her and one of each of what they had for myself.
But I also got all the black they had.
All the white, black, and I want to say ecru.
Right.
I'm saying
So
right.
that is how thick that receipt is. How crazy is that?
Yep.
So anyway,
She's like,
I
you
thought
can
I
make a
would...
garland out of it.
I felt girl, I loved it. She's thinking crafts all the way to the end. Which it's a sad story. Like I said, now we will not have a craft store in our town. Fire Poppy's gone. That was our cross stitch. Fire Poppy's gone. Joanne's gone. But Emma and I are still stitching. We're still crafting.
Yes, we
and
are.
This yesterday, it's a table runner from Marshall's.
It's beautiful.
It was $16.
I would have brought mine, but it's on the table.
Yeah. I actually got this for the summer.
Oh,
because I like light blue with my red, white, and blue. And then, too, if I do any, like, fruit.
Oh, yeah, it'll be easy to match. It's like a good neutral, even though it's blue. Yeah. I love this part.
So how pretty is this?
It's beautiful.
So, yeah, I think that's my last haul. I have haul coming, but... Stitchy haul from January, but it still hasn't arrived yet. One was from Stony Creek, and they had a February sale, and so as you can imagine, they actually sold out of a few things. So she told me they're waiting to get it back in. But yeah, I think that was it for me this week. Pretty productive.
Yes.
What'd you get for haul, Emma?
Well, I got a pair of these Fiskars because these are the ones that go flat on the table, so that'll make actually cutting fabric. Because I have a rotary cutter and regular scissors, but I think that'll make it a lot
I have 2 pair of these. that I mean, they're going all the time.
Yeah.
But I hide them.
Now I have my own.
Yeah.
And then I have a smaller version. I have a larger hoop similar to the shape. I just really like this shape.
That
so
is
they had a
neat.
smaller version.
It's probably
of
neat
that.
when you're holding it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. You probably can still buy these.
But I love that. And then I got a lot of fabric. Some of the fabric I ordered, so when I found out they were closing that night, I ordered a ton of fabric. And then now they're running out. So like they were out of my interfacing, a few of the Halloweens I picked. So I think I've got 4 total. And then I think 2 of them still need to ship. And hopefully
that's what I thought about with,
we'll
yeah. Another Stitchy friend said she ordered some.
Yeah,
online,
I ordered
and I
it
hope
and
they
like
get there. Yeah,
5 days
that's what
later.
I kept thinking too. It was going to run out.
Yes, so I went in store and got just a yard or so of just some, I thought,
Chili
cute
peppers.
patterns. And this one was cute. This was on
Oh
clearance.
my
It was
gosh.
like $2.99 a yard.
Oh, I love that.
So I thought that would be cute.
That'd be good for summer, Emma.
Yeah. And then this was I got a ton of this because I was like, I can make trick-or-treat bags and project bags. And it is, I think it's Alexander Henry's the designer, but his little Halloween treats.
And you didn't do any more bags because you said you're having a...
So I have the fabric cut to sew them, but then when I was going to sew on my machine, and I'm pretty sure it's all threaded correctly, it would just like, the thread wouldn't go through. So the machine was going, but thread wasn't actually going into the fabric. And then, so I don't know. Maybe
sure
I'll FaceTime you to see.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's threaded correctly, but there's nothing coming through.
Okay.
And then...
And your bobbin, everything's good? Your thread and your bobbin?
I'm 80% sure it's good. But obviously not if it's not stitching, so...
I mean, we'll check it out.
We'll diagnose it. Because I have all the fabric cut, ready to sew. It's just not sewn. This is the Alexander Henry. It's Scary Influencers. We got 2 yards of this. Because I thought that would be super cute. And this is Christmas Skeleton Flamingos. Sorry.
Oh my gosh. Those colors match the...
Which one? Oh, they do. That might be a fun little project bag.
Yeah.
I love that.
They are hot.
Their holiday fabric was 40% off. So I got more holiday than anything. And I
love this Santa hat. I love that. You know, I love a good flamingo.
Oh, yeah.
I really want to do the hands-on design. She has all the flamingos, the Christmas flamingos.
I want to do that too. Oh, yeah. And I have, so the fabric I have that's shipped is a Salem beige, a Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween dots, and mini ghosted pumpkins. And then something that hasn't shipped yet that should hopefully is my Goosebumps fabric because I love those books.
Oh, you did get a ton of this.
Yes. Well, I was thinking Christmas.
You can just add like a gingham with this on the inside or for your opposite color.
That's what I was
the thing
thinking.
is just getting your opposites. I would just get like some gingham.
Like a more of a neutral. And I know like our Walmart has fabric, but I'm not sure. I've never...
Yeah,
I'll have to see what they have. I don't know what size they have.
Walmart.
And then that.
Oh, you want to show your...
I do. This was I picked it up from at the StitchCon table. It's pretty much finished. It's a little sampler pillow, and so I'm trying to fill it and get it finished for spring. But I did notice, and I tried to match. There's no E.
Because
I don't know if that's a sampler.
No, but I think there's supposed to be a I recognize this.
I tried to find the pattern. I reversed Google image search.
It's supposed to be a charm.
Maybe I can get a little charm or something. But I thought it was cute.
I felt like I gave you one like
stuffing
this.
I might have that pattern. I'll have to look through my spring
I mean, I
patterns.
felt like, because it
box.
came as a kit. It came already attached.
Oh, well, I didn't do this. This was from the freebie table for sure. Because I have the Halloween one that was a kit that I finished.
I know, but I gave you one because I wasn't going to finish it that's on a pillow.
Oh, maybe then you gave that to me.
I think I did.
I don't know, because I've had it. Well, I need to find a charm for it.
Because it came... that was
cute. It's going to good use.
That was back in the day when you could buy them and they were already a pillow.
Like
so
sewn
you
and
could,
everything.
Yeah. So all you did was sew this part.
Okay. And I'm just I've started hand sewing. I'm going to fill it a little bit more.
That's all you got to do is just hand sew it right up.
Yeah. And then they didn't have the polyfill at Joann's, so I'm using buffalo snow.
Yep.
So
I like it. That'll be cute sitting out, Emma.
Yep. That would be super cute.
It's adorable.
That is all my stuff.
I felt like I'm forgetting something, but I don't think so. But like I said, we don't have much planned this week.
Just gonna...
I hear beeping.
I do too.
I think they took the baby for a walk.
Mm-hmm.
But I did hear the dogs.
I did too.
And I think my other daughter's making a pumpkin pie.
I love I've got so much pumpkin left over. I need to do something
how
with
did
it.
we get so... Oh, we had because Lala brought pie.
Mm-hmm.
Brought pumpkin pie.
Yep.
So I'm still trying to finish up my Thanksgiving haul. So we're having that and spaghetti and salad and just some easy things today for Sunday. Yep. But yeah, I think we have nothing planned. We should come back to you with new hair on Sunday.
Yeah.
I say new, it's going to be the same.
Yeah, I'll probably just have mine re-dyed brown.
Yeah, you
keep
think?
it natural. Maybe cut
I
a
really
little
like
bit.
it.
Yeah.
I mean, I really like the color.
Or like not dyeing it. Yeah, I was just worried my highlights, the blonde was coming through, but if it
no, I don't think so. It just looks kind of auburn.
Yeah, but
I really like
keep it like that and maybe just get a trim. Yep.
Yep.
That's my plan.
So we're going to do that, even though I saw Wednesday's supposed to be a weather day.
Oh, yesterday we had when we were out, there was a red flag alert.
Because of fire?
I had never heard of that, and I was like, what is that? And Lala was like, I don't know, maybe crime? I was like, crime? What are you talking about? It's a weather alert.
It is fire. And there actually were near, or in Georgetown, I saw there were a couple fires because we haven't had rain. So it was a fire alert.
Rain in a good bit. That's surprising.
I mean, fire. It was a red flag alert, meaning the conditions are favorable
for wildfires, which
but
is not good.
Been super warm again, and then today, cold.
Yeah, yesterday was so shorts, t-shirt weather, and now I'm like freezing.
I think it's supposed to be 51 or 50 something, low 31 tonight. And then by next week, we'll be right back with our regular scheduled programming.
Yes, please.
70s, 60s, boot in this cold.
Yeah,
I don't remember any time that we've ever had to do that. Get cold and get hot and get cold, and it's March. So anyway, we'll be back hopefully next Sunday with just a ton more to show.
Yes.
If it's a boring week, we should get a lot done, right, Emma? And other than that, we hope that you guys have a great week, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.